Auzubillahiminash-shaytanir-rajim. Bismillahir-rahmanir-rahim. It's Surah Al-Imran, verse number 133. Allah says, "And hasten to forgiveness from your Lord, and a garden as wide as the heavens and earth, prepared for the muttaqeens, for the righteous." So Allah warned people here that if you want to go to paradise, if you want to go to Jannah, then the only way to go there is to be a muttaqi. You have to adopt taqwa. And he also says in this, and hasten to forgiveness. It means that for forgiveness and for the gardens of the paradise, you have to be a muttaqi. In simple words, that whenever a person sees you, he should say to others that this is a nice person. This person always speaks truth. He never lies. He abstains from sins. So the first point is, if you want to go to Jannah, you have to be a muttaqi, and Allah clears this doubt that this Jannah is just prepared for muttaqi. If you're not a muttaqi, you will not go to Jannah. The second point, Allah says in Surah Maida, verse number 27. When Habil and Qabil offered sacrifice, Allah accepted only the sacrifice of one, and it was Habil. When Qabil said to Habil that I will kill you, what was the reply of Habil? He said, indeed, Allah only accepts from the righteous, from the muttaqeens. It means whatever you do, the acts you perform, the things you do in this life will only be accepted by your Lord, by Allah, is when you are a muttaqi. When you abstain from the sins, from the forbidden things, obeying Allah's rules. So this verse conveys the message that Allah accepts the deeds of only those who are muttaqeen. So it also abolishes the concept that if a person is busy in his worldly affairs and does everything he has to do to achieve a goal, whether it's a certain job or business, when he achieves his goal, no matter how he achieved that, by doing the right thing or by doing wrong things, after achieving his goal, this person performs certain acts, and he knows that whatever he has done is wrong. So in order to seek forgiveness, then he has the concept that by doing certain act, by doing this act, my previous sins will be forgiven. So I will balance my deeds. Because he knows Allah has said that for one good deed, Allah will reward 10 times. And for one sin, Allah will only punish for that particular sin. So in terms of maths, he has more good deeds than bad deeds now. So this type of concept, Allah clearly rejects in this verse, that I will accept only the deeds of those who are muttaqeen. Means a muttaqi always abstains from sins. He doesn't have this concept of balancing the deeds by doing sins and then doing certain acts for forgiveness of the past sins. Because he also knows that Allah will only forgive a person if he stops doing sins. He never does good and bad things side by side. So the conclusion is, if you want to go to Jannah and if you want your deeds to be accepted, you have to be a muttaqi, and then Allah will give you the reward you deserve.